Hello, smart viewers, and welcome back to Face to Face. My name is Barry, and I'll be your host today. Setting up your expectation, especially in university, is really important, and a lot of common views about certain majors makes people think that I might do this in life, I might not do this in life. So today we have our special guest today, Rani.
Hi.
Hi, what's up, Rani?
Good.
High five. So, yeah, here's we're gonna talk about this setting this expectation, ranging from choosing your major and all about this. But before we go through that, probably the viewers want to know who are you
Okay,
and what
let
do
me
you do?
introduce myself. My name is Rani. People know me as Rani Kusuma. I'm from Chinese literature major. I'm 21 years old, and well, I'm Venetian 2017, and yeah, I think that's
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, okay. Chinese literature. Not a lot of people choose that, especially literature. Like, I don't know. Most of my friends would choose it as the last choice, literature, because they said it's easy, but I believe it's not. So,
It's not.
why this major?
I took this major because, well, first of all, I'm gonna tell you guys that this is really interesting to choose the major, Chinese major. It's not like what people think it is. It's not as easy as they think, you know, because we have to learn about how to write it, how to read it, how to, you know, listening and how to talk in Chinese, you know. And it's not like you guys talk in English or in Indonesian, because the pronunciation is different. And then I took Chinese literature because I see a lot of potential there. And well,
Potential such as what?
yeah, potential such as in the future I can use this as some kind of skill. You know, it's not like when people learn about communication, it's not like it's different, you know what I mean? Like the potential is actually where you can use it as you can use as a translator, or maybe you can use it as a teacher, or maybe even stewardess. Okay, and a lot more.
Okay. A lot of people might have said to you that, well, I can just take courses in Mandarin rather than just going to university taking that major. Have you ever faced that kind of people, and what did you tell them?
Yes, a lot of them. And I told them, like, when you take courses, you only learn about how to speak and how to write, you know, how to listen. But when you take the major in university, you learn so many more. Like, you learn about the culture, you learn about the people, you know, like the place, the geography, and so much more, you know.
So it's like a mixture of linguistic, anthropology, and history as well.
That's true.
Okay. From you personally, do you choose this major as your first choice at the first, or this is an alternative as well?
No, this is not alternative. I choose this as my first choice. Like, I really want to learn more about Chinese because, well, I see Chinese is now worldwide, you know, like people know that. And I think it's really, you know, it's gonna take me to the next level if I can actually speak Chinese fluently. So yeah, I took Chinese major as my first choice.
Okay. Beside the enhancement of your professional life, what else do you see the benefit that you can get from this Chinese literature major?
The benefit? Well, actually there are a lot. Such as,
what have you felt, what have you experienced that is really significant to you?
Well, the very significant one is when people ask me, oh, what major you take? And then I say, oh, I take Chinese literature. And people be like, oh my God, really? That's really interesting. Why would you choose that? And then I tell them why, and then they'd be like, oh, that's really interesting. I never thought Chinese literature or even English literature maybe or Japanese is really important. And then when I tell them about what I learned in this university, in this major, they'd be like, oh, that's really interesting. Why? But why? Why Chinese? That's really hard. That's really,
like that. What do you tell them when they say that?
Well, it's hard, but when you are willing to learn more, it's gonna be easy for you. Yeah, at first I thought it was like, oh my God, this is so hard for me. I cannot do this. But then when I, I work hard to do my homework, my assignments, and then, well, it's easier. It's getting easier for me actually.
Okay. Do you have any ability in speaking Chinese before? Do you have this Chinese basic before you get into this major?
No.
No,
not at all.
So you learn from the bottom,
from zero, and then, well, people be like, "Are you sure you want to take this?" When I was about to choose this major, and then yes, I am serious about this. I really want to do this, and then, like, learn from the bottom. It's maybe hard at the beginning, but then I have so many friends that they are willing to help me, and then it's easier for me because I can learn from my lecturer, and then I can learn from the internet even more. I can learn from my friends who has a lot more experience in speaking Chinese or in learning Chinese. So it's really beneficial for me.
Okay. Were you afraid when you first get into this major? Like, or do you have something to prove to people in this major? Do you have something to prove that I can do this?
Well, at first, of course, it's really, it was scary at first. It was scary because when I know my friends were good at it, are good, and I was like, oh my God, oh my God, I cannot do this. They are a lot more better than me. But then I thought, but no, I can't use that as, like, I have to be better. I have to, like, use them as my, like, I have to learn from them also. And then, like, when people ask me, oh, so you can speak Chinese like fluently, well, not really. Well, I still learning, but if you speak Chinese a little bit, maybe I can even like reply to them, but not like as fluent as they think. Like no, I'm not that fluent, but I'm learning to be fluent.
Okay, so you see great prospect in this, and you're on the right track.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever felt like, I don't know, feeling down that I should change my major in the middle of that study, Chinese literature? There
was a point when I was like so down because that material and that like it was so hard, and I was like, oh my God, I cannot do this. I'm gonna fail. And then my friends, they supporting me. They keep supporting me, and they'd be like, no, we will help you. We will help you, and you can ask us. You can even ask your lecturer or the internet. You can learn from the internet. And then like I was like, no, I'm gonna stop. I can't do this. I cannot do this. But then well, my mom said,
okay, probably we have to stop it right there because we're about on a commercial break and we don't want to spoil everything. So stay tuned on Face to Face and we'll be right back. Binus TV. Is it correct?
No.
Is it correct? It's like I'm about to say welcome to Binus TV. How
Hoan nghênh ni mến.
Hoan nghênh ni mến.
Hoan nghênh ni mến. Chai Binus TV.
Chai Binus TV. Okay. So that's a glimpse of it. So let's go back to the obstacles that you faced during that that period of study? You said the last time that you got help from your friend, you got help from your family, and then
Yeah. So yeah, I said that I got help from my friends, and then my mom said to me like, "You said you want to do this, and then you really, I know you can do this. You cannot stop doing this because I know you can, and if you are willing to do more, I know you're gonna achieve something." And she was right. I achieved something. So
you got a great GPA, I guess.
well,
Yes.
well, it's not that kind of achievement. But my lecturer asked me, "Do you want to do some kind of competition?" And I said, "Oh yeah, of course." What kind of competition? I asked. It's speech competition in Chinese, and then you are also gonna dance. Well, it's not actually. You don't have to dance, but you can choose. What can you do? You know, like you can sing, or you can play guitar, or you can do something that has something to do with Chinese. And because I danced since I was little, so I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'm gonna do this competition. So can I dance?"
I guess we're gonna have special show after
No.
front of the camera.
Well, and then it was like 2 years ago, I guess.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. And then, well, it was they quarantine.
Yeah, they give you like a
Yep.
special time to
Yep.
teach you and stuff
Yep.
whatsoever. Quarantine.
And then it was like probably 3 months, I guess. And then I got the first place. Yeah, in Jakarta. And then I went to the national competition, and then I got the best performance. And then I never seen my mom cry before. And then she cried.
Cried
and I was
happily.
Like, yeah, cried happily. And she was like, "See, I told you you can do this. So that's why I know you can achieve something, and you did. And that's good. I'm so proud of you." And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna cry. Don't talk to me like that." And well, I cried.
So what does it take? Is there, I don't know, what did you do considering you have no background in Chinese before, that you can achieve such kind of achievement? People might think that oh, you gotta have some basic in Chinese at least, but you don't have it.
No, I
So?
don't have it. So what I think what's important is you have this self-confidence. You know, if you think you can do it, then you can do it. And then my lecturer told me, "I chose you because you have such confidence in yourself, and I know you can do this. And let's see what's gonna happen. I'm going to teach you, and then you have to learn, and then we'll see. If you fail, that's okay. That's competition. That's the way it is. Some people lose, some people win." And then, well, of course, let's do this. And then I'm like, "Yeah, well, my friends, they were like, are you sure you want to do this? You have no basic, but well,
Yeah,
I support you. I support you, but are you sure? Because it's gonna be so hard because the former, this competition is actually every year. And then my senior told me it's really hard, but if you can do this, well, go ahead. Well, I support you." And then my friend, "Are you sure? You sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure." "Well, you have to support me, guys. You have to support me."
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Yeah, we support you. We'll see, but you know, like, just good luck for you." And well, I proved them that I can do this. So yeah, it's really. It was such a great
awesome.
experience. It was awesome.
That was awesome. So yeah, okay. Now I want to ask you. We go back to the basic about this whole major. I mean, you achieve such a great thing here. At first, people don't believe you. At first, you don't even have a basic in Chinese. You start from the bottom. Like, okay, what do you think is the common views of people, or common things that many people think that you face about Chinese literature? And some people would also say that, why don't you just take business? It can make you earn a lot of money. Or why don't you just take the Mandarin course while taking management and such kind of things? That's just an example of the major. Okay, I'm sure you have ever faced that.
Yeah.
So?
Well, when people say that to me, I'm gonna answer, well, in my opinion, if you learn Chinese, it's not like you learn about something, but you learn about something, but you achieve one more skill, skill of speaking in Chinese, and not so many people think about it that way, because some people maybe they be like, Chinese, it's literature, it's easy, but it's really not. And well, it's actually in your mind. When you can do this, you can do this. But if you think you can't do this, then you can't do this.
Okay. So I'm really sorry that again we're reaching the com break. We're going to be back again talking about that. So stay tuned on Venus TV on Face to Face. Hello, smart viewers, and welcome back to Face to Face. We got a really nice talks with Rani here about the setting your expectation. So let's go back to that. The last thing you said is that Mandarin or Chinese literature is not about learning language only. So what do you have to say to them who thinks, why don't you take this major instead of this major?
I'm gonna say, well,
it's okay. It's okay.
Well, I think a lot more people think that Chinese is hard and not. They have, how to say this? They have no perspective. Not like not at all, but a little perspective than the other major. And I'm gonna say no, it's not true. If you take this major, there are a lot of perspective than you can think. You know, like maybe most likely people who take this major are going to be a translator or even work in the Minister of Foreign Affairs, or maybe become a teacher or lecturer. And nowadays there are so many companies and so many schools that are, you know, like they're finding a lot of people with Chinese skill. You know, not only the listening, the reading, and you know, like writing, but they're also looking for someone who capable of, you know, explaining the geography or even the, you know, the culture, how is people in Chinese, or their, you know, like the way they live, the way they do things, and because it's so different. And then I think people have to, you know, change that perspective. You know, they have to change it into, you know, like see something in literature.
Because you can utilize whatever you got here,
Yes.
and you can have the same opportunity or even bigger opportunity than other people. Even when you take the Chinese literature, that most people said that, why would you take this? So right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, and I heard some news that you're going outside Jakarta.
Yes,
soon.
yes, really soon. 12 September actually.
12
Tomorrow.
September.
Tomorrow,
Wow.
Monday.
A bit of glimpse, please, because we're going to talk about it.
Okay, well, it's actually, I'm gonna teach in, okay,
In somewhere, is it somewhere far?
somewhere pretty far, but not really far.
Uh-huh.
But it's pretty far, and it's, unlike Jakarta, it's not a big city, but the view is really amazing.
The view is really amazing. Well, okay, okay. Yeah, I guess we're gonna talk about that later.
Okay.
We cannot wait. You seem excited,
I'm
really
so excited
about that.
this because this is really interesting, and I cannot wait to do this because
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll hear it later. Because of what? Okay.
Okay, because
So yeah, we reached the end of the segment, and we're gonna have the next episode. So stay tuned with us. We're gonna be with Rani, talking about where is she going. It's a really interesting talk, believe me. So stay tuned on Binus TV, and on behalf of the crew, I would like to say thank you, and stay tuned every Friday with us on Binus TV face to face. Thank you also for Rani,
yeah, you're welcome
our
anytime. Barry.
wonderful guest. Okay.
Thank
High
you.
five.
Thank you.
Okay.